Alright, what's up, guys? So we're doing a podcast with a couple friends. So hope you guys enjoy this. Uh, just load it in. Oh, what the hell? Please respond.
So this is a true thing, and I'm admitting this to you now, everybody here. And oh, by the way, hello Matt, thank you for joining the show.
Hey.
He's the Ice Cube Oz, by the way. He's my alter ego.
Thank you for joining us here. But as I'm watching this movie, okay, and we have great seats, you know, I'm loving it too. Anyway,
was it bitch empty?
No, it was packed. It was packed, but everyone was having a good time. You know, everyone's like, you know, it was a really cool time. It was like watching like a live event almost. It was really cool. So I've always been a contender to say that in a theater, you go because the atmosphere could add to it. Anyway, got these good seats. This guy walks in late, and he's some hippie-looking fucking, got huge fucking gauges, like just huge, just long hair, big beard, and everything like that too. He comes in with a backpack and like a water bottle on. It looks like he just like walked up the street on a bike. He's just like, yeah, I'll fucking see this. Who cares? And he goes, sits down in the seat. He's all by himself. The dude's on his phone, just playing with it, you know, whatever. And then during like the middle of it, he gets up to leave, but he leaves his backpack on the chair, and it's a full backpack. And he puts it on there, or whatever, and it is there, and he books it, gets out. And I'm like, oh fuck, like I'm. Like
a drug deal.
Yeah, I was thinking either. Well, given the area, I was like, no, this can't be a drug deal. But just like I know that I don't know. I just read the. I can read the situation.
Too, right?
If you were gonna do a drug deal, it wouldn't be in the middle of a crowded movie theater. That wouldn't be a drop off. It would be.
That'd be a good drop off.
Hey, it's unexpected.
Who would expect you
drug
to do a big?
Wouldn't do that. They would think like something like behind the dumpster or something like that.
Oh yeah, because that's not stereotypical.
You gotta hide in plain sight. Hide in plain sight.
Oh, is that what it is? Everybody, like the spots have been taken, and so drug dealers gotta find new areas to do drop-offs now.
Yeah,
What did
this guy
I do?
the next guy came and sat beside and just picked the backpack back up and left with
So
it.
I freaked out. I thought I was a bomb, and I got up. And I went to the bathroom.
Well, with the recent shootings, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of movie theater actions going on here, and so I thought, well, a lot of fucking weirdos watch Dragon Ball Z. I'm sure that this might fit kind of in somebody's, you know.
No, weirdos do not watch Dragon Ball Z. Everyone watches Dragon Ball Z. Get out of here. Weirdos just watch it.
It's a bunch of dorks in that movie theater.
That is an insult to anime fans. Screw you, Sam.
Anime's dying for a reason because this shit sucks.
Anime is not dying. It's dying to the people who don't watch it.
It's dying, dude. I mean, like, you haven't seen the numbers. It's declining heavily.
Maybe because there aren't many good anime out.
Well, that's because they always pixelate the good stuff. Or like I think you know, two completely different things here.
That's hentai.
I think it's because
no, that's not dying. That's increasing.
No, there's too much of a formula.
at least.
That's what I think, is that a lot of anime just falls into a formula, like really fits into it. You know, like a lot of the main characters are going to be a adolescent boy or a loner dude. You know, pretty much with something to hide or something to prove or some goal to achieve. You know,
that needs more power.
Yeah, exactly. And they pretty much they start at the bottom rung, and then in the entire series or movie, it's just them working up to achieve maximum level.
Guys, I just muted myself.
And that's it. Movie ends.
Or you could be like the other anime where the guy's already a badass. You got to figure out that formula.
You know, there's already a
Hold
few
on a
where
second.
it starts at the top, or legend has it that, or I don't know. It's like there's not too much originality in it. I did, like I said, I very much appreciated Dead Man Wonderland. And I thought they could have went
some
a lot
other
of good places
two other
with that, but they went
two
to
other
the
guys.
fucking formula again.
I don't know who these two are. I
Adolescent
know
boy
they're friends of
who has a
Ice
hidden power,
but
who doesn't
hopefully
realize
you
it,
guys
and then
can
he
hear
has
me
to
over them
train it,
talking.
harness it, and then beat the.
Hopefully you guys
it's
enjoy
like,
this
dude, you had
podcast.
so much
We'll have
good
them once a week.
content there. A prison or
Sometimes
amusement
it'll
park
be
by
podcast right now, so
prison.
sometimes it'll be
Yeah.
us together. Sometimes it'll be
I thought it was. They could have done better.
just me.
Damn it! I
Lucas,
really liked. I
and
really had
Iceman.
faith in that show though too.
But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy
Just
that.
the premise was so pretty cool.
yeah.
But whatever. You're right. Anime's gonna die, and then they're making live action movies now. Attack on Titan is a live action movie now.
Did you guys like
quality,
grow
isn't
up
it?
with anime?
I remember when anime first got popular in the United States, and like I think it's also the reason why it's in a decline in the United States, because when it was first like becoming more and more mainstream, it was the shock value type thing. It was cartoons that had like people getting their heads blown off and sex and things like that. That was how it was pitched back in the day.
Yeah.
And
I remember sex.
they never changed the formula.
Pokemon ruined it.
Like,
That's what it was.
It's like Small said. Pokemon's not really anime, though.
I was joking.
It's like Small said. It's just the same tired formula. There's only like two straights. There's like this guy is mysterious and badass already, like Vash the Stampede or Vampire Hunter D. Or you come over here and you have like Dragon Ball Z, where it's always trying to obtain like this nirvana of spirit.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, it's
I
not
mean,
wrong with that.
there's Bigfoots everywhere else. Don't get me wrong. There's obviously shit like Akira.
Yeah.
You know, that's just straight up different.
Oh
But
yeah.
for the most part, it's not.
Cyberpunk stuff is also something that, but that's always had its own separate kind of demographic. Was people liking cyberpunk? That's always been, even when anime was really popular. Like you had the few that stand out, like Ghost in the Shell, but like there was still that a cyberpunk following, much like a steampunk following. You know, it has a small little audience.
It's like Hollywood remakes. I've fallen out of love with going to movies lately because everything's a copy of something else recently.
Sorry, not
Every-
talking
Or a
much,
copy
just
of a
trying to
copy
talk
of a
more.
copy.
The last movie I went to was, I don't even remember the movie's name, but I enjoyed it. It was the movie where it was like guys on Skype the entire movie. And they had like a girl that had killed herself.
They
Unfriended.
can't go off
Yes.
Skype.
Yeah, that was a good ass movie. And like that intrigued me enough to want to go to the theaters and see it.
I can't.
Well, it
go
probably
to
relates to
theaters.
guys
I
like
hate
us, right, who are
theaters.
on Skype all the time.
Who said that? Ice Cube, you said you hate theaters.
Yeah.
Explain to me why you hate theaters.
Okay, so like, have you guys ever watched Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so no. Okay,
No.
so there's these little cheesy lines in there, and people would just start cracking up. I'm like, why are you cracking up? It's just sometimes it's really loud. It smells.
Oh man,
Florida
I hate
State-
comedy
That's
shows.
what meeting you going to? God damn.
I don't know why. It's just
Sounds like
some
what
reasons
exactly?
why. Like
He's
some
going to
movies.
the ones with the glass screens in the way.
So he's saying that the courtesy laugh that you would get maybe at something like that is bothersome to you. I can
Yeah.
understand that.
Pet
Yeah.
peeve.
Also,
It's a courtesy laugh. I mean, fucking, you hate all the time in the office too. Those brown nosers that laugh. You know?
yeah.
Oh, Jim, you're always on it. Did you hear what he said about Mondays? That guy.
And don't get me started on memos. Fuck.
Yeah. It's fucking whatever. But other than that, Hollywood goes the same way. You know, where obviously like things fall into formulas, and then you have something like Netflix that comes out and just is starting to blow this off, because these are like a lot of the scripts that didn't get launched in mainstream are ending up on these streaming networks, or they take imports from other countries like Australia or England or India or something like that, and they take these imports out and they'll maybe re-image them, or they'll just make them a little bit more American friendly. And this is
so, like,
what's
the real-
coming. So they're
I mean,
pulling
myself
ideas
again,
from
so,
everywhere
like,
now because
one
they're
reason
running
why
out
I
at
don't
home.
like the movie theaters
And
is
it's
just,
a shame because you don't really see too many original ideas anymore. But
I don't know.
But you need to
honestly,
really make 3
I
different
just like
versions of
watching
Spider-Man,
movies by
or
myself
remake
and
Fantastic
having
Four
people
again,
around me.
and stuff
It's sort
like
of
that.
awkward.
Why are they rebooting
And like when
Fantastic
there's
Four?
romance
Did
in
they
it,
even
it's
do a
just so
sequel to the
freaking
original movie?
awkward. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
they did the Silver
Silver
Surfer.
Surfer.
If I'm watching it, like
Yeah,
sometimes some
and that
movies
one
are really
was-
really bad.
When you got so many suits,
And,
it's one of those things where
Yeah, I
you
just
know
like
they
watching
aren't willing
movies
to
at
take
home and
risks,
stuff.
because if they get a loss, then they're just
know,
they're
it's just-
pretty
it's
much
just me.
screwed. You know, then
Me
so
personally.
they do the
Like,
tried and true. sort of
one
thing
movie
where-
that actually will
Whatever,
bring me
it's
out
what
to
it is.
theaters
It's what
is
it
either
is.
It's
Ant-Man
kind of
or
Marvel's
Mission
way of
Impossible.
just saying like, hey,
I wanna
we
see those
we
so
have
badly.
the rights
Isn't that
now.
on media? I mean,
I'll probably just
obviously,
wait
'cause
for, like,
it's generic shit.
for
Why
it
is
to
it
be on, like,
generic?
iTunes or something.
Because it's what goes
Or
to most people.
DVD or
Everyone
some
knows
shit,
fucking
and, like, I just
Superman.
buy that.
Everyone knows Spider-Man. Everyone knows Batman. So they're gonna make a
Yeah.
movie about fucking Batman.
Nah, it's just
Why is
Spike Lee wants to
Superman
be
versus Batman coming out? You want to know why? Because everyone knows Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, but like, look at like I think it's more not even Batman. It's fucking superheroes in general. They made a movie called Ant-Man. Seriously,
They're following.
Ant-Man.
They're like following comics too much.
Did you see Ant-Man at all? Jordan?
I haven't seen Ant-Man.
I've seen Ant-Man.
He can lift 24 times his own body weight and is vulnerable to
Yeah,
magnifying
but like,
glasses.
who greenlighted that and thought that this was going to make me some money?
Holy shit!
I stand by it because the movie was completely pointless, other than the fact that they needed to introduce the Pym particles into the world, into the Marvel Universe. And that's basically all it is. Because other than that, the movie really didn't serve any place in where the original story was going. I don't know what Ant-Man's going to do when, like, Thanos arrives, you know? Like,
Wait, so you didn't like it?
It was entertaining. I'm not saying that it wasn't bad. It's just
wasn't good.
I like. No, it's
How good can
superhero.
Ant-Man be?
It's exactly what he thought it was going to be, which was just Paul Rudd wearing an Ant-Man costume and walking around just going, "Hey, everybody." You know,
It's Ant-Man. How good's it going to be, really?
I'm Ant-Man. You know, watch me
Give
as
us $15 to watch
I
this.
can conveniently infiltrate places because they've never bug-proofed the place. Ha. You know, and then that's it for an hour and a half. And then the superhero or the supervillain Yellow Jacket was really lame too. And I don't know. It's just like it's
What's Ant-Man's weakness? What's his weakness? Was he go down to like bug spray?
His weakness is a fucking sneaker, a Nike.
Yeah.
Air Force One.
In the movie, they did a pretty good job because the Pym particles they regulate it, and so Dr. Pym was talking about that you could go into just this quantum forever, where you just keep on shrinking infinitely, like always, 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 until you reach like just another level or just a subvert level, and that's it. You would just keep on going, shrinking for life. And
oh, gee, that sounds interesting.
yeah, so yeah. So that was a
Why
nice
is the Pym particles a bad thing? Like, what's he going to achieve by shrinking?
Well, because it could also make things bigger.
Oh.
So not only will it just shrink things, but it could also expand them.
I don't want to sound like an asshole here, but if you grow too big, there's a thing called weight versus cube, which will really fuck you. Eventually your heart breaks and.
I mean, it's I know what you mean. It's a Marvel Universe, though, and
I mean, I'm just saying, like, the reason King Kong couldn't really exist because a monkey that size wouldn't be able to hold his own body weight up because of his structure.
Right.
And like, you know, the heart would bust. That's why people that grow to giants, like actual giants, like 8 feet tall, they eventually all die of heart attacks. It's because of that.
Yeah, you know what? And they actually kind of explained it in the movie too, because they said the smaller you get, the more dense the atoms get close together and impact. But you can't create multiple atoms, so when you expand a bit more, it would, you know. So that's why they went with shrinking instead of expanding.
Wait, so would you say that movie was just like a introduction to how to explain like the technology?
The Pym particle plays a pretty big role, in my opinion, in the Marvel Universe when it comes to ultimate fights, kind of big boss fights towards the end. So it's an element that is useful in the world, especially with Tony Stark. Let's leave it there. When, like, you know, because it's all in the same universe there. But again, the movie wasn't bad. I would say wait for it for like a DVD or if it's on TV. But you know,
that shit on the internet.
You know, this is what you got, everybody. Okay, Ant-Man, Paul Rudd is a thief. He steals a suit. He shrinks down. He goes, "Whoa! I can't believe I found this." But he's a good thief. You know what I mean? Like he's got morals and stuff like that. That's why he's a superhero. And that's why he was chosen. And I think that's it. I think I just explained everything you need to know. And then Pym particles and Michael Douglas. That's game over. Michael Douglas is Dr. Pym.
Have you seen Mission Impossible?
No, I'm excited for that though.
Which one?
Jay says that
the new one?
Any movie with Tom Cruise in it is crap because he's 5'2".
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I don't think it's high.
him.
Jack Reacher was awesome.
I'm about to say Jack Reacher was my jam, dude.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I like Jack Reacher a lot. Edge of Tomorrow.
You're really gonna sell me a midget as a hero? Get out of here.
Dude, I'm just saying, like,
Tyrion Lannister's a midget.
When people were talking and slammed Tom Cruise, I can't really think of a bad movie recently that he's done. Oblivion was not his greatest, but I would not say that it's horrible by any means.
Day After whatever that was.
Edge of Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Day After Tomorrow was a great movie.
It was a fantastic. Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow was great. It was a pretty cool fight scene. Those mech suits I fucking love those. Those exosuits. And he just runs around, it's fucking awesome, man. I don't know, I like that. And Emily Blunt, I got a bit of a crush on her. I mean,
we all do.
Real talk, you know. I think she's got a Nice frame. That sounds weird to say. I think she's got a nice frame. Nope, that's about it.
Manly body.
Yeah, I mean she's yeah. Is that what it is? Able-bodied.
That's probably worse.
Childbirthing hips. You know, just firm. That's
Buttocks.
So yeah.
Yeah,
I don't,
Tom Cruise, that midget motherfucker.
that's just
Next topic.
Next topic. Well, I don't know. Now that Jordy's on, I was going to talk. You know, big news that I don't know if you care that the Tigers released Dombrowski today, but our general manager for our baseball team.
Believe it or not, I'm told.
They let him go.
Glorified rounders, yes.
The Braves dumped ours last year.
Well, Tony seems to think he's going to go for Boston next, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, I'm worried about general manager. We need a fucking new coach up in Atlanta.
There's a lot going on right now. I've kind of lost hope just because obviously the Tigers have gone down. Like I don't even think we're in the fight for wild card anymore.
Dude, Braves aren't even. We're 10 back right now.
So this is a reconstruction year. You know, do you guys follow sports? Do you guys have reconstruction years in international sport?
Oh yeah. Well, have you guys ever seen the AFL, the Australian rules football?
Oh yeah. We
seen
had
that
talked about
shit?
that one time before. Yeah. Do you follow it
Yeah.
well enough to where?
Oh
something
yeah,
like-
I've been following it since 2002, since I was like 10 years old. So yeah. Yeah, I know what I'm doing with it. Generally, it's like the NBA draft where top teams get the lower draft picks, the bottom teams get the higher draft picks, and you have free agents and stuff, and it's pretty much like that. And of course, you have to rebuild, and after you have a couple of shit seasons, there's a thing called tanking where they'll just on purpose finish at the bottom so they get the best draft picks so they can then make an assault for the title. If you finish in the middle, it's the worst because that means you're not winning anything nor you're getting good draft picks. So that's the worst place you're going to be is in the middle of the table generally. And I'm not even talking about the AFL. I'm talking about generally, I believe. If there's a draft system, I mean, you don't want to be in the middle of the pack. It doesn't accomplish anything.
The only problem is that I hate that system. I hate that system because
it's a flawed system.
It's a super flawed system because like right now I feel like the Braves are tanking games for draft picks.
Sure.
Like they're going out there, they're half-hearted, they're not trying. How do you go from 2 games back from first place to being 10 games back in a span of 2.5 weeks?
Didn't the Braves win on Sunday?
It doesn't matter if they won on Sunday. They've lost something like
it's
27 out of 30.
Seriously?
Wait, what's the
yeah.
I'm lost here. What's the draft system in baseball? Is it the same as that as the AFL? Is it the same
Yeah, it's
system?
the same way. It's the same system where the lower team
And in
the high
football,
draft picks.
or American football.
Okay, but in baseball, isn't it like the same few teams that always win it, and then there's always like the standard bad ones, or is it switched because of the draft picks? Does it actually make a difference?
Draft picks. Like the Tigers used to be terrible in the 90s, but like recently they've been awesome. And like the Athletics used to be great in the 80s, and they were terrible in the 90s, and in the early 2000s they were great again. It all depends on what kind of talent you get from your farm. Like if you can grow good baseball players, and the fact the resurgence of the Cubans in baseball has also made really good baseball players cheap. So cheaper teams like the Athletics and the Twins have been able to get these high caliber players for cheap.
Right, and it doesn't always work, right? When you do tank, I mean, sometimes you can get a dud, even though you have the first pick of the guys. Sometimes the guy at the bottom of the list is going to be the next superstar. You just don't know.
Well,
so
that's the risk of having a draft. There have been many players on any sports team that have been maybe a 5th round pick or maybe even missed the draft altogether and were just off of an injured reserve. That actually happened a few times in football, I believe. There's a few when Javid Best was one where he was called up after an injury and was a running back and had an amazing 2 games. Unfortunately, he couldn't keep it up, but still, you never know. You could find your break, just by sitting on the couch and just keeping up your training and just working at it. But
do you guys ever get frustrated when like there's a free agent and then all of a sudden like some other team takes him when you wanted your team to get that guy? That always annoys me when there's some free agent that's really good and you're like, oh well, if we got him on our team, it'd be amazing. And then he just goes to some fucking
everyone has different opinions. Have you seen the movie Draft Day at all with Kevin Costner?
That looks interesting. I haven't seen it. Looks good.
It was a surprise movie for me. Like I thought I was just gonna, okay, whatever the hell. But I was actually curious to watch it because I kind of like more of a business kind of politics side movie, and that's what it was. And it was really good. Like the inner workings of just how the draft and his business works. It was actually a pretty interesting movie. If you guys are sports fans, even if in a mild sort of sense, I would say check it out.
I haven't seen a good sports movie in a while.
It's a good one. It's a little sports business movie. It's got a little bit of everything in there. I don't know about any other sports movies that have come out. Oh, Southpaw, I guess. If you guys follow boxing.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
No.
That's like on every like Spotify ad.
What is Southpaw?
Yeah, like every like 3 songs I listen to, that ad comes up.
Someone was talking about how that movie probably got a lot more press now because of the Ronda Rousey fight that happened over the weekend too.
Dude, Ronda Rousey fucking knocked that bitch out.
What up?
Yeah,
but
She always does. It's like she's in another league. It's not even fun to compare her anymore.
Yeah, but who are her opponents really? I mean, are they really that good? Like,
Yeah, they're the best of the best. They're the best of the best of the female fighting.
the best of
The
the
girl
best,
she bought,
okay.
the girl she beat, yeah, August 1st was undefeated. She was a champion in other leagues.
Yeah,
She
but
had a
Royce
9-0
Gracie was
record.
also good. Royce Gracie was also good in his time, but now, I mean, come on, it develops. I mean, she's the best of her generation.
Yeah, she's going to be the best of her generation. I think she's going to be better than Horace Gracie. And like, if she keeps it up, she's going to be one of those people that people talk about in time. Like, this girl's good, but she's not this person. She's one of those people.
It's a Royce Gracie thing. It's like her opponents aren't really that high quality. Like, if you're comparing it to like the future, there are going to be so much better fighters coming in. Things are going to develop.
It's fighting, dude. It's been around for thousands of years. It's not like these techniques they're using are new.
Yeah, but things become perfected and things develop.
I think you're seeing the perfection. That's what I'm saying. You're seeing the perfection of that sport.
You really think that when one woman in the same weight class knocks someone out in 30 seconds is knocking out all of them within 30 seconds? It's the Mike Tyson thing, man.
You follow Ronda Rousey?
Not really, but I can.
I can understand it because I'm hearing you talk. Let me tell you a secret about Ronda Rousey.
Here it comes.
It's the Mike Tyson thing.
She has had 11 fights, right? And she's 11-0. Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey. How are you on a
Rousey, Rousey, whatever you want to say it. She's had 11 fights. 9 out of 11 fights have been 40 seconds or less.
Yeah, and that proves my point. She hasn't got anyone to go up against.
Yeah, we got a stats page right here. Yeah.
This girl was in Fast and Furious, right?
No.
She was in what the hell?
One.
She's in Entourage.
Entourage.
I do know she was up against one good competitor. She's had a couple of fights with her. I can't remember her name.
Misha Tate. I mean, she's beat Misha Tate twice, but like,
but her stand-up game's
the girl she beat 34 seconds. People were considering her biggest challenge, but the fact is, her judo is so fucking good, dude. And now she's putting striking in with it. Like she could actually, like she beat this girl up here with striking. Like she didn't even go to the mat. She whooped her ass straight up.
You said she's one of the youngest to win a gold medal in judo for Olympic judo.
Dude, she is so crazy in judo. Like I see other guys that fight in the UFC that claim to be judo masters. She's a judo master. Like I've seen her take everything and end it in a hip toss. Like she could sign a check and end that bitch in a hip toss.
She became the first
she
female.
was in Fast and Furious.
The first female in U.S. judoka in history in nearly 10 years to win a A-level tournament, as she went 5-0 to claim the gold at Birmingham World Cup in Great Britain. Later that year, the 19-year-old won the bronze medal in the Junior World Champions, becoming the first U.S. athlete ever to win 2 Junior World medals. The first U.S. athlete.
She's the real fucking deal. Like she ain't playing around. Like.
Wow. Yeah, it says that. I mean, curious. I mean, would you pay to see her fight a guy?
No. A guy? Maybe. But, like, would I pay to see her actually fight? No. Because, like, who buys a Ronda Rousey fight knowing that her is, like, 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Like, you shell out $100 goddamn dollars to know that the main event's going to be 30 seconds long.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's what you mean. It's almost like like going to a Harlem Globetrotters game and just say, I wonder who's gonna win this one. I really wonder who's gonna
I
win.
wonder
This
that Georgia
game.
team's going to win this time.
Yeah. It's like they're due, right? They're due for one.
Yeah.
Record's like 3,000-0. So they're bound to lose one. I wonder if they actually have.
Yeah, someone will come along who's better. Yeah, it's just how it works.
Nobody's
Someone's
better
gonna
than
come along
Globetrotters.
next.
They won't even
Yeah,
let them
no
in
one's
basketball.
Well, okay, but I'm talking about Ronda Rousey. There's going to be someone who comes next. who's
Eventually,
gonna,
she's going to get
take
old.
the-
She's going to.
take the pie, so to speak.
I'm gonna put it this
She's
way.
28.
Eventually, what's gonna happen? Here's what's gonna happen. She's gonna lose that hunger, that spirit in her, and she's gonna lapse on training, and that's
Or a
when
big
she's gonna
injury.
lose fights or an injury. But if she stays in the mindset she's in right now,
And-
she's gonna be undefeated for a long
Hey,
time.
here's a question that I don't know. With women, and generally with athletes, how long do their careers go for? Is it less than men, or like what's the deal there?
No, not necessarily. Depending on the career, but there have been many, obviously, tennis pros who go well over 15 years of playing. Or, I mean,
Yeah,
they
but what's
don't-
the retirement age? Like 38, 39, like 34?
for
Is it
golf?
less or
I
more?
mean, you can go into seniors for golf. So
Yeah,
It used to be
I mean, yeah, golf. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about generally, like within fighting. Like we don't know how long these women fighters
Well,
can go for. It's unprecedented.
generally,
I mean, it's been
but generally, female sports have not been more, I guess,
Monitored.
physically, threatening as something like, let's say, football or hockey. You know, like those. Of
Right.
course, women do play those sports, but I mean, it's not catching a stride. So if they're playing it, they're playing it in some sort of drop-in league, or I don't know. I can't really see
yeah.
anyone watching women hockey. Ugh. No, I'll take that back. Women hockey sucks. Why? Like, I don't even think there's.
I
If
didn't even know it
a
was a
female
thing.
hockey player is watching this, then what the fuck are you doing? Like, what? Get. If you're a female and you play hockey, let me know. Let's get you on the show. I got some questions to ask. One, why would be the first one.
They
Like,
They like
televise
hockey.
it.
because they like. Oh, yeah, all right, well answered that question. Thank you, female hockey player. Our next guest,
Wait,
female hockey
wait,
player.
wait.
Jay Iceman.
Wait,
Jay
I
Iceman.
didn't even.
You guys want
what?
to talk about Konami any?
No, what's that?
Konami's been going belligerent on their employees. Are you aware of anything?
Konami. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard anything about them? What do you know about them before?
Fuck all.
They're a game development company,
Yeah.
and
Game
lately I've just been seeing them on Yahoo. They're under fire for something, and then you've
I
also
made arcade games I would play all the time. But
yeah they made one of my favorite games, Suikoden, the RPG JRPG
yeah,
series.
they used to make those racing games in the arcade as well, which is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
It was didn't they do like the NASCAR one as well?
I don't know how to fucking spell this thing.
Yeah,
Someone else?
they've done a few racing games as well, arcade racing. Are they like a derivative of Sega? Is that no?
Yeah, that's one thing of Sega. They used to make the game.
Konami.
You know, in the arcade there'd be the little NASCARs, and that's one thing of Sega. I'm getting them confused.
But what about them, Jordy? Please fill us in.
It's been about a year long, but recently Konami canceled something called Silent Hills, which was a game that everybody was looking forward to. They have a new Castlevania spinoff that's more of anime sexual based.
Yes.
They fired Kojima, which is the creator of Metal Gear Solid, because he was going to be doing the new Silent Hill game, and they got rid of him. They've come out publicly and said they're going to run all their franchises into the ground and then sell them off.
Publicly, they said that.
Wait, you said
publicly.
that Silent Hills is canceled?
It's canceled.
Damn. So just like
And
sabotage, pretty much.
and now the company, well, it's not sabotage. They're getting out of gaming.
Oh, is that so? It's a shift. Okay.
It's a shift.
It
They're
says-
going,
it says
they're
the
going
initial-
into gambling, and they're going in handheld gaming and gambling machines.
Gambling machines.
And apparently you don't want to work there
Oh,
either.
how
by all
specific.
accounts.
Yeah, you don't want to work there either, because now they've turned their gaming divisions into almost like prison-like work states.
Yeah, apparently there's
Okay, I've got to
Lunch
see
breaks.
this. All right.
people on their lunch breaks are being monitored and their absence noted if they go outside the office for lunch. There's cameras
No shit.
everywhere.
I want to work there.
I actually read in Japanese culture that they do that when they want you to quit because they are too proud of a people to fire sometimes, or they don't have
It's
a
not,
reason.
it's not that small. Like what it is like they don't have the same work constraints as America. In America, you know, in Japan, you're not allowed to fire somebody without having like behavioral reasons or absences or doing something. So if somebody's doing his job and doing it well, you don't need him anymore, you can't go get fired.
At will, not in at will place.
Yeah, you can't just lay people off.
Right.
And so what they do is they give them medial jobs that that they won't like. Like for example, say you're like an engineer or some sort, like you're like a game designer, engineer, or software engineer. They'll have you fucking cleaning the toilets. Like, we don't need you to work on the game today. We're going to need you to do the janitorial work.
That's rough. Am I still getting paid the same?
You probably would be getting paid the same pay, but they would do jobs that would
No, I
be
understand.
low.
It wouldn't be a good compensation.
But
obviously.
according to one article, apparently employees don't have their own email addresses either, so it goes to a generic email, so everyone can be monitored about what they're sending in and out.
Damn.
Why would they do that if
email
they're, like,
addresses?
like, why would they do that if they're driving the company into the ground? Like,
They're not
no
driving.
point.
They're driving the gaming division into the ground. Konami actually makes more money off of gambling machines called, I forgot. Some starts with an S. It's like Simbaku or something like that.
Is it those ball ones?
I don't know what it is. I've never seen them, or I can't even say their name.
Like
But
the
they
gambling
make a lot of
balls?
money off of gambling machines, and they also make a lot of money in handheld gaming, because handheld gaming is so cheap to make and it has such a big profit.
All fucking profit, man. Free game with all the add-ons. That's how it works. Oh god, I hate that.
Now.
Such
Well,
like you would think there's like years ago that mentality just wouldn't work, but it does so fucking brilliantly, and I'm just like, a part of me is jealous that I didn't jump on that bandwagon just because I had thought so hard, like if I could just make a triple triad game like that and just sell different packs of cards, like that'd be so fucking awesome. But man, like.
So what's going on? So I suppose Konami's on the way out of the gaming division completely, right? I mean, this isn't going to hold up for long.
Right. But they're going to sell all their assets and everything off. Like, they're not going to make it. Like, the Castlevania
bottom
game
of
is
the
like a
barrel at
slap
this
in the
point.
face for anybody that likes Castlevania.
It's rough now though, because you have the decision to where you have these assets still, or you have this ownership of the property still. So you could either sell that completely and just get the money from that, or hold on to it if it's that big of a moneymaker and actually still reap some sort of paycheck from it. Like Metal Gear Solid, but at the same time, you wouldn't be investing any more money into it too. So it would be kind of pointless for you to hang on to it, right? Like,
right. Or you're going to half-ass it.
Yeah, like just cheap merchandise, maybe a once-a-year appearance somewhere, or some sort of
games,
money
like a phone
maker.
game.
Yeah.
So my question
yeah.
is, what happens to all these franchises? I mean, I'm looking here, like Pro Evolution Soccer, which is, one of the leading soccer franchises. Frogger, I mean, fucking Frogger. We're going back to 1981 in this bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, goddamn, Silent Hill. I'm just looking in Metal Gear Solid.
I think Jordy's got a good thing there. Yeah, if they were to make all these into like some sort of mobile game, or
The fact is, there's no repercussion. If they ran this shit into the ground like they wanted to, and then sold it off, people would still pay for the name. Like you could destroy Metal Gear Solid every way, shape, and form, and make every buck. Just drain it out like a wet rag, and then be like, "Who wants to buy it?" And you'd have people lining up.
it's fucking 80
I'm
billion.
sure you could
it
rush
says
like a
here.
2-month, development release. Sure.
$80 billion. That's so fucked. I mean, it's probably just nothing to them too. They're probably just like, some guy just walked in and is just like, you know what? No more Snake. Done. Get it out of here. I don't want it anymore. He probably walked into the same office and saw the statue, and it was just like, you know what? Not today. Fuck that statue.
Is somebody playing with balloons or something?
Oh.
You know what the worst about is, Simone? The building they're sitting in is paid
What
for
is
by
that?
Snake.
Yeah, right. Wait, is someone playing with balloons?
It sounds like I'm hearing this like really ever growing louder crackling noise from somebody. I don't know.
Microphone etiquette, everybody. Broadcasting etiquette. Get your Your
I'm
game
playing
face on it.
StarCraft.
There you go.
I love that. What is that?
It's
I want to know what that is.
Some chips or something.
what's it called? Like a label.
A label, like a package.
No, like from a vitamin water bottle thing.
Just that's all you're doing is just
Okay, well,
choking
that's a
it.
I was
letdown.
taking it off.
Okay.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So, anyway, did I ever mention to you guys last week that I got into a car accident and hit by that tranny?
Get hit by a tranny.
By a tranny.
How do
What
you know
fuck?
that?
Is that a new Dodge Viper
What?
model car?
Okay, we're
Are you
going
talking
over
about did you
this.
get hit by transmission or did you literally hit like a transgender woman?
Tranny,
man,
the
like
car that has
I
two
got
personalities.
Caitlyn Jenner.
No,
Oh, you got a tranny hit you with her car.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
I think you did tell us about this last week, actually.
I didn't
Well,
hear this.
I got a
Alright,
bit
well,
of
retell it. Fuck it.
There's some news in that. It's pretty much. I was driving home one day to go to a concert, and I'm at the stoplight, and she just kept on going, and she just bam went and just hit me like going 40, I think. She had a Toyota 4Runner, and she just boom just nammed right at me. I had a spare tire. It took all the damage, but like back window went out. It just like popped in the door, and it.
What kind of car are you driving?
Jeep.
A Jeep?
Jeep Liberty 2006. I don't drive it anymore though. But so it completely fucked that one up. And so I get out of the car, and it's like this gym teacher, gets out, and with
Was
this
this a good tranny or a bad tranny?
with this deep it was bad. With the deep voice was just like, listen, don't be surprised. It's gonna sound a little crazy. And I'm just like, I already knew right away. I'm just like, oh, okay. It's Caitlyn Jenner. I know exactly what this is. But, it's like, I don't listen, dude or girl or I don't give a shit. Are you insured? Like that's the big thing. Like I can give a shit if you're a man or a woman or both or neither. Are you insured at this moment right now? Because that's the next step. It's not if you're that. It's are you insured? And obviously, I know you're not going anywhere. I can see that your car is just done. It's leaking. It's completely shit. But I know you're not going to go anywhere. But yeah, it was her. She was very nice and very apologetic. I think she was fucked up, but
Well, by default or because of the accident?
I don't know. Maybe she took too many hormones or something. I don't know what the hell's going on.
A little bit of A, a little bit of B, right? She's a little bit
much.
fucked up in terms of looks, but the accident was quite bad too.
Oh,
It's a very bad tranny.
Get out of this.
It was just a bad thing altogether, okay? And
Just seemed disoriented, but.
it's quite unfortunate, right?
My good news is that because it was bad, like I fucking just hate it. It was a bad week because I had to go to the hospital and shit. Like I showed you guys those pictures, right, where me in the neck brace, and it was just fucked up. I really hated it. And I got big good news because the insurance company called me and they said, hey, we're just gonna decide to total your car. Like they could have easily just replaced the door, and said be on your way, but instead they were like, you know what, car's totaled. Here's the money.
Well, I don't know the extent of the crash, but like if it's hit that bad, they could have done frame damage. If any part of the frame gets bent, they have to total it.
No. It was because I had this car for 9 years, Jordy. The cost of the repairs, which was suffice it to say enough, was equal or more to them what they thought the car was worth. And so they just
At that point, you drop it.
The repairs for the car were more expensive than the actual car.
Yeah. They thought the car. Okay, so they got the repairs. They got back to me with the repairs at around $5,500, so $5,500, and they said that the car is. If they were to sell it, they probably wouldn't get that much.
Oh yeah,
So,
that happens all the
That's how
time. Where
totaling
someone,
works. Yeah.
And so they
someone
said,
gets like a $2,000 car, and the radiator goes. I mean, you ain't repairing that. Screw that.
So yeah, they said
Well,
that.
at least they didn't say
listen,
to you that the other person's insurance details didn't match or something like that. They've got a Mr. something on the name, and
right.
a woman turned up with ID instead.
But it's really great. They just said, you know what, we'll give you this much instead.
What kind of car you get?
It was great. I'm shopping right now. I don't know what to get. I don't know what there's so many options. I'm so used to not paying for a car, and now I have to pay for a car. So
How much money? How much money they give you? $5,500.
no, 6. So And that's
6,000.
Yeah, and that's
Buy $6,000 car.
and that's after the deductible. Just
buy $6,000 car.
I could do that, but it's a used. I was like, this car lasted me 9 years. I want another car like that where it's just I'm gonna buy it and it's just gonna last me fucking.
All cars nowadays
Buy
are
a
gonna last you a
Volvo.
good while,
Volvos
dude.
last
Like,
a while.
Not
I mean, you're bragging 9 years, dude. I've had my truck for 14.
That damn it, Jordy. Why is it Rich here? Did you hear that his fucking Suburban took a shit?
Oh, why? That's because you don't take care of it.
That's probably why. Or because he started
But he was
driving
also
it.
like a '93 though.
Also, I think because he started. Someone challenged him if he couldn't
No,
drive
he got
to
a new
China,
car.
and I think he started driving in the Pacific Ocean, and it just fucking.
No, he got a new car recently. Remember?
Yeah, he
Seb?
got a new car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what he said he got.
I think
I'm
it
just
was
saying, like
06.
anything made after 2000, as long as it was taken care of, is going to be a good buy.
That's why I'm disappointed because like this Jeep, like it would have gone for much longer. Like what killed it was the being hit. You know, it's like
The whole getting smashed at 40 miles an hour, kind of bad for its health.
yeah, you know, it's
Wait, don't say.
hard thing to recover from, pretty
The
much.
easy thing to say is Samal got smashed in the ass by a tranny.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the worst case scenario. But you know, that didn't happen, so we're all good. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't crack-a-lacking on that day, so we're all good.
it happens. Now I have that one to play when we all play Never Have I Ever. You know, just like Never Have I Ever.
Yeah,
Been
no,
rated by a
that's just
transsexual.
awful.
It's like, oh, I guess I did the drink.
Yeah,
It wasn't so bad, but I was great. I like being the neck brace. Took a picture and I showed my mom when she freaked out.
I've always wondered, like, if I was ever in a movie and I got killed, would my mother freak out?
Right.
I missed that.
I
She
think
was
so.
still in there.
I don't know how to say-
Head blown off.
You never thought about that? Like, if you were killed in a movie, would it like freak your parents out?
Yeah, no, exactly what you said. You never, when somebody says something and all of a sudden you just like instantly just play the picture in your head, and that's exactly where I went to. It's just suddenly I could just see in the movie theater my scene where my head blows up and her reaction, just oh.
I hope he's wearing clean underwear.
Why would they do that?
You think people shit themselves when they watch movies? Like literally shit themselves? Is that a thing? I'm just serious. No, I've
I've
never
heard people
seen
shit
a
themselves
motherfucker
when they
shit
were
themselves.
drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's drunk because you're intoxicated. But I mean, like seeing a movie. Oh, holy shit! Just something popped up on the screen. You know, I'm gonna shit my pants now.
Oh my god, dude.
Maybe if you got
It's probably happened
diarrhea
before.
and you like, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
starving.
You go there, eat some popcorn,
that's
shit
it.
it back out. Yeah.
I probably
mean,
watch
just
a
in
horror
general,
movie
though.
with diarrhea.
It's so nice
Yeah.
that we can go to a whole other level even when Richie's not here. You know.
Yeah.
It usually finds its way, always on the KrewCast. I tell you. Maybe it's
Well, at least we ain't talked about porn star of the week yet.
I think he ran out of porn stars. I don't know.
Well, apparently there's a prodigy of I can't remember her name now. We're just talking about it. The UFC boxer. There's going to be a prodigy porn thing about it. I've seen.
Oh, parody porn.
Yeah, it's obviously not going to be hair in it.
Oh,
Someone's going
oh,
to
real thing. Come
Were
on.
you trying to find
Son,
parodies?
don't hold us like that.
Is it Hulk Hogan?
Hey, it won't be a black chick is bang, I'll tell you that.
I think Hulk Hogan is just at that age, you know, because it's going to start happening. This is why I'm excited. No, this is why I'm excited to get older, because the older you get, the more you can get away with some shit, you know. I mean, like Don Imus, people were just like, "Oh, that's bad," but no one really gave a shit after a while. Who's the Pacers owner or that one dude, that old billionaire who was fucking the mixed chick, and then said something and never said the N-word, by the way. He called them blacks. But he was a basketball owner and LA Clippers. That's what it was. The Clippers owner.
He didn't like the fact that she was dating blacks on the side.
I mean, just like
Yeah, but he's like, well, if you got
but
to
nobody
date one of them,
cares.
date a rich one.
the guys from Duck Dynasty, just like they make. Oh, I can't believe, but nobody cares. We were just like, yeah, like we all knew that, like that they thought that way. So when I get older, I think I'm just gonna start yelling out fucking obscenities. You know what? I went to go see the movie Trainwreck, okay? And there was a part where she had to go visit, the main character had to go visit her father in a retirement home, and one of the old people was talking about Babe Ruth. It's like, oh, he's the greatest player ever, and then he's just like, that's because he had no black people to play against. That would just be me just yelling out, it's because there were no black people. Because you're
Awesome.
fucking fat. That's why. Get out of here.
I want to hang out with you when you're 80.
Oh, because you're dumb as
Yeah,
shit.
that's-
I hate you. Yeah, because you're Barack Obama or some shit like. I don't know. I would just yell out just horrible.
Sitting
mean
there on a
things to
park
people.
bench with a walk.
Just die.
You can't really say that about Babe Ruth because like black people don't play baseball.
No Cubans then. No Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, no Cubans. Like think about it, because black people didn't take over baseball. I mean, like.
No, you're very right. Yeah.
I don't want
They-
to
It's not about race. It's about
Well, it is about race when it comes to sports because the
Oh, that's
those they
well,
bring
I mean,
in the
basketball.
popularity. No. There was a real sports about this, and they had talked really good length about it. That African American culture and Latin culture, some bring popularity to a sport. The reason why basketball is still around
Right
is
amount.
because the popularity of because it's cool to like basketball. Same with football as well. The reason why a lot of people would argue that baseball is dying is not just because of the length of the games or the slow pacedness of it, but because there is not enough, they say, kind of this representation of the hip Hollywood. Now it's pretty hip to be black now apparently, and that's
To be black.
I
that's
could go somewhere really racist with that concept.
This is in the documentary, and then they make good points about it. But it's just unusual that they bring that up. They also had said, though, in an interesting note too, that the one sport, because they talk about baseball and how it's a big absence of African Americans or Black America, however you want to call it. But it's interesting enough that the biggest sport where fathers play more with their son is baseball, and the majority happen to be black. So there are more black fathers and sons playing baseball than there are any other race.
To be
but
perfectly
white
honest,
people play it professionally.
but to be perfectly honest, baseball and like soccer are the two sports that are actually fun to play.
Oh yeah. Well, soccer,
like-
I call it football, but yeah, it's a great sport because it's technically so simple in its approach, right? There's no overcomplications. It's
Right,
just pretty
like,
much straight up. You
I
can-
hate
it's such
watching.
a
I hate
learning
watching
curve.
soccer, but like I was always down to play it when I was a kid. Like it's so fun to play.
Yeah, that is so true actually, because I remember playing baseball in school. Like, I don't like watching baseball, but I played it in school and I fucking loved it. The only reason I stopped, I could never play it again. There's a story behind this. I was playing baseball one day. I was getting some swings in. I was learning. I wasn't too good, but I get the swing in one day, and I accidentally released the bat, and I throw the bat in this kid's fucking eye. I almost blind the kid, and yeah, I could never play after that. I swung the bat and it released, So I swung it.
I'm not gonna blame
his
you.
eye.
I'm gonna blame your coach because that's just poor hitting ethics. The reason you lost the bats because you didn't know what the fuck you were doing.
Yeah, I mean, at 8 years old, you're pretty much retarded. So it's like,
So,
like, what am I going to do?
I think what Jordy's saying is there he was teaching you GBH and not baseball.
Yeah, well, hey,
I'm just saying, like a good coach will teach you how to hit properly so you don't release the bat like that.
No,
It
well,
happened
they
to me
did,
with golf.
but the problem was I was probably tripping or something, It just before that I didn't have a problem, right? Like I was always, had pretty decent motion, I guess, for someone who's only playing for a year or so. And one day I just accidentally flung it instead of dropping the bat and running. I flung it, went in the guy's eye, and they sold me. They told me that
You didn't fling it to hit the motherfucking eye unless he was like sitting on the ground. Like you
I
watched
flung it
that.
like 40 meters, I swear to God. You've never
Yeah,
seen
right.
anything
Dude,
like it.
dude had a
I flung
plan,
the bat
actually.
longer
Like I
than
can see
any
you like
ball
hitting
I
the
ever
ball,
hit.
like throwing it like this,
Yeah.
like in the knee or something.
It sounded like
No,
you
this
wound up.
motherfucker went like a boomerang, baby. This is Australia, bitch. Gravity's different here, okay? No, yeah, it was just one of those things where I flung it and boom, hits the guy straight in the eye. And I
You
remember
were raving for him. That's
he had an afro, and he hated me. I once saw him.
Dude,
a
I
couple
would have
of years
grabbed that
ago.
ball bat and caught you coming around third base.
Oh, that was Problem Child, right? Remember that movie?
Yeah, he's like, why am I throwing the bat? I can use it to hit the base players.
Someone just beats the kid. That would be some news. And make sure you shout out KrewCast after you do it too. Yeah,
Oh my god.
get that publicity.
Make sure you
I
have
don't
a
know what's-
KrewCast t-shirt on.
Yeah, look at the camera. Yeah,
So we
As
get
a-
arrested, they'll be out in front when your hands behind your back.
You know what? Jeez, we need to get a shirt with just Rich's face on it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like Rich's face smiling, with like a little gleam on his white teeth.
Just about my fucking water.
Just his face.
Sunglasses.
And then we need to go on some sort of like a viral adventure where these pictures, like get pictures of like unfortunate crime scenes or just like weird happenings of like racism, and then have one person just like wear that T-shirt. And people are just like, yeah, okay, another shooting today, another beating today, and just, like, another news. Everyone's wearing this fucking T-shirt like during like these mass shootings and shit. Like, what is it? It's like, it's just boy, aka Infinite Rich.
Except for the red T-shirt.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what to name this episode, everybody. Usually scroll up to see who the first person is. I'll tell you what. First person I see to type in, I guess just KrewCast. Crew. You have to type in Crew. First person I see in the chat, type that gets the name of the episode. I'll yell them out. That's my new thing, Jordy, is that I'll let the people name the episode now. And that's
What do we have to do?
That's just how it goes.
And remember, guys, 69 is already taken. So
It's already taken, so no more 69s.
Yeah. No, well,
That's
three
a
sequences.
sentence I never
of
thought I'd hear someone
69.
say.
Well, you know what?
can do
It's
4 sequences.
I feel like I've cursed myself because I feel like
You don't want me to win that because I name it bleeding anal fissure.
Oh, dear God.
So far, that's
a
our.
thing.
If nobody
That's
says it, and
That's
nobody's
just
gonna
lovely.
write it like right now. I don't know. All right, Glatterman got it.
Is
That's
that-
what
is
it
that
is.
okay
Sorry,
with
Sparkman
YouTube?
sign. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I've gotten away with because this is so underneath the radar of everything. Like we've gotten away with a lot of shit. We've already talked about the dicks and the porn, but like the language and the content. There was one episode I remember where me and Jedi opened the episode with saying like nigga just 50 times each. Seriously,
Sounds
we
like one
opened
episode.
the show like that. I forgot which one episode it
I
was.
I had a podcast called Painkiller Already, and we got fucking took
Never
off
heard
of
of it.
YouTube's like live stream thing because we were live streaming on YouTube, and they banned us because we were doing Kyle was telling a story about his buddy beating up a tranny.
So he was
Yeah.
so instead of being rear-ended by a tranny,
That's why I got hit, huh? Is that why?
Yeah,
Like,
like literally, the story got caught, and like they didn't even wait for the stream to end. They didn't like talk to us later in an email. They just cut us right there.
holy shit!
Oh wow! So there had been no point then where actually YouTube company was watching you.
Yeah, because we were on the front page.
Wonderful. I didn't even know. It's nice to see that YouTube actually has, I guess, active police, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Oh, you got
Do
the
you guys-
Whenever I email them, they're pretty good with it. You know, they'll try and give you
What?
answers
Oh
and stuff.
my God! What would you call that? You didn't have
There's a
anything.
staff there.
Glatterman's such an asshole. He says to name the episode Wing's new host.
I'm not a new host. I can't. What is on Tuesdays we do the podcast show at the same time this
company
one
was
usually
watching
starts.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is the pro the con, Jay, of 8 o'clock.
Right, yeah. I mean, we can change it. I don't give a shit, but as long as it's not too
Because we
late.
usually start at 7 and it runs from 7 to 9.
Well, we won't do it all the time. It's it's whenever. It's always nice to have you on, Jordy.
We
It's
started this one at 6 and we did 6 to like 8:30 ish.
See, keep it
Right.
going. Good episode then.
Do you guys have like a schedule like every other day or something? Or like once a week?
What do you
Podcast
mean?
once a week.
Okay.
Yeah, we do it like every week at 8 o'clock Tuesday. Well, Sim's time and my time. 8 a.m. my time, 8 p.m. his time. Like, I don't know what timing Rich, he's in some sort of galaxy, so other galaxy, so I can't really work out his time, you know. I don't know the time difference
I don't
between
know
Earth
time.
and Mars. But, you know, it's one of those things.
Let y'all motherfuckers know I wouldn't get up at 8 a.m. to do a fucking podcast. You can suck my fat dick.
But no,
You know, you'd be hard pressed to pay me $15 an hour to go to work at that time.
yeah, well, no, yeah, fuck that. But the thing is, it's like this. It's like I just stay up all the way through the night anyway, and sometimes I stay for like 30 hours at a time, so it's whatever. And I sleep like 2 hours, so.
You're
Whatever.
killing yourself, dog. Go to sleep.
Yeah, no, see, that's the thing. Yeah, everyone
You're gonna
tells
pay
me
for
like,
that
you
shit.
should fucking
You're
sleep.
not gonna pay for it next year or the year after that, but eventually, at some point in your life,
Yeah,
gonna
true.
feel
No,
that.
but the thing is, either I'm fucking doing music, or I'm like on YouTube. I'm always doing something, you know. I just can't fucking. I've got ADD. I can't stand fucking still. Like sitting for an hour just kills me, you know. Like just sitting here for an hour, I just want to fucking bounce up and like run up a fucking wall or something. You know what I'm
Have you
saying?
been moving around this entire time?
Yeah, I'm sitting here like, you know, like grabbing water
I
and
thought I
shit.
heard. I thought I heard some
I'm
things.
essentially like, you got all these new hosts that don't even have webcams. Like, what the fuck is this?
That's
Okay,
you know what? That's a fucking
okay,
thing.
those two
And
are
Rich
not hosts.
has a
I'm-
webcam, and he would be here with the webcam on right now.
Yeah,
Jay-
yeah, he's got a cam. I don't have
Jay,
a camera
you
because
have to get a webcam. Jay, you got it.
no, I'm no,
This
I'm
is
not doing it.
2015, motherfucker. Most
no, look, okay.
computers come with webcams
Okay,
nowadays.
here's the deal. Yeah, I've got webcams. I've actually got 3 webcams, but on my
But they're
channel,
not
I
for
haven't.
podcasts.
On my channel, I haven't revealed my identity, so I don't want to reveal it. So that's kind of my thing.
We got. You know what? Then
personal
I should make
That
something
is
right
a
now.
terrible. That is a terrible.
Yeah,
terrible
it's gotta be. It's gotta be
plan of attack.
webcam. If you want to be the exception, Jay, I'll give you one. But I think I need to make a webcam rule right now. That's one thing that had always bothered me throughout the entire years of KrewCast. And obviously in the original episodes, it was always fucking. And except for Belskatron sometimes, who he was always a mystery. But
Well, it's just so what you don't want to have people who don't have webcams. Is that
we gotta. You can be on. I don't care. Just you gotta have a webcam. Like I would really prefer that.
Okay.
Everybody who's listening right now, if you happen to end up a future guest or whatever the hell we do on this episode or not episode in this show, just I'd like to be a webcam. I'm showing my face. How about we let's talk? You're on.
Hey,
KrewCast.
as a washed-up YouTuber, let me give you some advice.
Okay, hit me with it, baby. Let's crack on it. Go on.
The best way to grow your fan base is to actually be relatable, and people can't relate to nobody. And when you
Okay.
don't show yourself, you make yourself less relatable to people.
We're just hanging out, man.
That's
Just
not
like-
true. There are plenty of YouTubers who haven't shown their face that have been successful. It's not necessary.
There you go.
Although,
Yeah.
I'm sure
We're
that's
those
one
guys.
YouTuber
That hasn't shown his face that
KYR Speedy.
is successful.
KYR Speedy. You got up to 1 million subs without showing his face.
Okay, and
There
I'm
you
gonna combat him with PewDiePie.
Okay, you asked for one. I answered you.
And PewDiePie is literally 15 or no, actually, it's 30 times bigger than KYR Speedy.
He's an PewDiePie is 30 times bigger than everybody. Okay, that's not a reasonable argument.
Well
here.
then, all right. Well then, look at maybe the top 50 YouTubers then.
Sure, okay,
Top
yeah,
1,000.
sure. But the thing is, not many YouTubers choose to go without doing a face reveal. I mean, once most of them grow and whatever, then they'll do it. I'm totally open to doing it in the future, but at this current time, I have no reason.
Are you
to
really
do it,
ugly or something?
Well, no. Well,
no, I used to model for Target magazines when I was 17. So
here's the
Oh,
reason
that's what's
why.
up.
If you see in the top 50, there's a lot of shows, YouTube shows that are on there too. Whether it be kind of like a Smosh type thing or whatever thing else. But either way, whether it be just a normal person playing a video game or an actual team of people making content for you, either way you look at it, they're characters. They're characters on a network, which is YouTube, and everyone has a
Sure.
different character. Some are more relatable than the others. I understand that
Right.
too. But I would think that if you could still kind of wear, an icon or a mask, not a mask, but just an icon, and you don't show your shit, then you just are just a person now. You're a voyeur. You know what I mean? Then you just happen to be kind of joining in temporarily what's going on in the universe of YouTube.
Let me ask you this question: would you agree that
We just
you
fucking
have,
get there.
you have a greater chance at becoming successful by showing your face than not?
it depends on the person.
I'm talking about as the demographic. It doesn't depend on the person. It depends on the track record.
What demographic are you thinking
Any
about? here?
demographic.
Any demographic. Okay. Well.
Which, by the way,
any
thanks to
demographic.
Albania. Thank you for watching. I saw you. I saw
Yeah,
that percentage of
what's up,
Albania. Thank you.
What's up?
That's probably
Your
rich.
attention's off the charts. Rich in Albania.
His suburban made it to Albania.
It's got ISIS
Stars
right
like
on the
war
side
in
of
the
it now.
country. Fucking ISIS. We can't go without one podcast without hearing about ISIS. I swear to God. All right. But yeah. Okay. So your question. So okay, would it be fair to say that if you have if you show yourself, it definitely does make yourself more relatable. I'll definitely agree with that. But I've seen plenty of YouTubers who have done the opposite, and it's been beneficial to them because it builds mystery around the character. And you see so many agree with me on this, Shorty. that there are so many people on YouTube who are fake, okay, that are a character, right? And they build themselves around that character. Would you agree with that?
You always build yourself around a character. Even my character,
Yeah.
I have a character called Wings of Redemption, which is just this loud, outspoken redneck type character.
Right, yeah, and it's
And,
one of
like-
those things where it's not. It
but,
can
like,
be relatable, but it's a
I mean,
character. It's
like-
entertainment.
It is for itself, but like I'm just trying to say, if you realistically want to grow in this business, you have a better chance of showing your face.
I'll
You can
agree
point to
with
me
some
and show me
circles.
Bigfoot as much as you want. Everybody sees Bigfoot, but the fact is, it's hard to see Bigfoot when everybody else is standing around him.
You asked me to give you. I gave you an example. I can give you multiple others. Doom 49.
I mean, like if you want to go, you want to go that
Jack
technical,
Rabbit.
Frankie did a, and Jack Frags did a face cam video.
Yeah, but that was later on, once they got past like 300,000, 400,000 subs.
That is a big thing too. Is that these people, these anonymous people, when they make a reveal or face video too, that's a good little.
That's the
jack
highest view
there.
video they have usually.
You know,
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah,
like,
it's a big deal.
this is me in my house video. Everybody, you know, I did one of those
Yeah,
and it did pretty well.
Because the thing is, if you
I'd watch
give
a
away
small
everything,
video like that, intent.
Yeah,
because if you give away everything straight away, I mean, then what mystery is there? What is there to build upon? You know?
I have a little assumption here. So maybe I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm assuming that if one reason why you might not have a webcam is because you may feel that you are confident in yourself, that you don't need to show your character, that you can
Right.
speak for yourself by
Right,
audio.
yeah.
You don't need to show.
Yeah, I mean,
If you know what I mean.
it's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those things where I think I can, based on my commentary, I think I can, there are people who like what I do. It's not huge. I'm not trying to be like the next fucking PewDiePie, but I do my thing. Make
You
some
could be
videos.
the next guy. What's that guy, the Australian guy that like runs around in shorts and like catches snakes and shit?
Oh. Why do you have to go to the bias? Come on, man. You're a button, mate. You're an intelligent guy. Come on.
Is that a TV show?
There's Andrew
Steve
something.
Irwin fucking, I don't know. What are you referring to?
There's a guy on YouTube named Andrew something, and like he is the craziest.
Oh yeah,
fucking
he eats
channel.
bugs and shit, right?
No, he doesn't
Same
eat bugs. But like I've seen him catch snakes to catch rabbits. Like he had like 6 poisonous snakes in his hand like this, and like he's like in t-shirt, no shirt on with like shorts. And like I seen him like lay in the mud for like 3 hours and like catch a deer with his bare hands.
Did he actually show like the 3-hour video, or did he cut it up?
It was cut up, but like you can see the time lapse like on the camera. Like you can see where the time was lapsing.
Sitting there in the fucking. How's that for a day out, man? That sounds
Dude,
fun.
and he catches a deer with his bare hands. Guess what I'm doing right now? Fucking.
Oh
Trying
shit!
to find
my
the
God.
video.
I need to find the video.
Andrew Eucles.
That's such a great name too.
It got a documentary called Eucles versus Africa.
All right, pretty easy to find right there. Thank you. Oh my God, is this the guy that went into the anthill, the fire anthill?
It might be. An attack in Ichidenia.
You gotta link it. I can't.
Yeah, this is the dude, I think.
Yeah, he always has like shorts and no shirt on.
That's funny.
He
I
started
still
his channel by
think-
catching animals without
You
tools.
go spell with the UCLES, everybody. I won't do any type of links or anything.
I just got a thing from the chat. Gliderman says, Jay, just wear a mask and some glasses. I think I might do that the next crewcast. I will come on with a mask. Come on as blackface. No.
See, yeah, there you go. There's another promotion right there that you just said. Outface reveal at 100,000. Like, you want to get to a goal real fast, and all of a sudden just say, I want these many subs.
That's my goal. I'm 1/5 of the way there, so whatever.
Well,
Someday.
goals. Maybe you'll get it. Maybe.
Yeah, I've only made 100 videos, so once I make like 500 or something, I've got some decent outlets. Pixel Enemy, I've got like 400,000. I'm doing videos with them and stuff, so it's possible. It's just gonna take time, and just got to appeal to a wide audience.
Is this motherfucker really gonna get the ant bed?
Yeah, you're right.
I was like, what's the point of that? Ants
What?
bite.
This
It
is
sucks.
actually
Some
chasing
crazy, like,
lions.
some jackass shit.
Oh,
Dude, this guy's crazy as a motherfucker though. Like literally, like he'll catch venomous snakes with his bare hands. He'll like. I remember him wearing he had like a carcass of like of an emu. I think it's an emu. Like a big.
Is that his real name?
Bird. That's a bird, yeah.
It's like a big flightless bird that got hit by a car on like one of the Australian highways, and he like took the skin and like draped it over himself and laid on the ground, waiting for kangaroos to hop by, and he caught a kangaroo with his bare hands.
Oh yeah, it says how to catch
He's
kangaroo
like-
disguised as a emu.
Yeah, and he's like holding it by the tail and is trying to hop away while he's sitting there talking to the camera.
Oh my god, dude.
Wow.
I'm watching this one where he laid the button to catch this fucking deer. He actually caught a deer with his bare hands.
Now, keep watching because I bet you've never seen anyone do this
Hey,
before.
you ain't
Dude,
lived
just
until
grabs
you've
a
had a
fox
kangaroo
off a
hop by your house, okay?
He's letting
Until you've had a
wild
kangaroo.
dogs and foxes bite him. Is this?
Yeah,
So-
unless you've had a kangaroo hop by your house, you ain't lived yet, I'm telling you.
Wow, this guy is.
This guy's
he's-
crazy as fuck. Like this is who you should live up to.
Me, I'm an intellect.
Oh, dude,
so
I would not
I'm
go
doing
with
this
a
shit.
wild pig. But dude does it. He's just.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm
He also
gonna
had a
hide in the
documentary
mud.
where he lived in like the bush for like 2 months without any tools.
Dude, that's a boar.
Yeah,
He's just grabbing a boar. Ooh.
Like he's got balls of fucking steel. Like they clap
Yeah.
together every time he sits
He's,
down.
he's wrestling salamanders.
Holy shit.
I'm going to stick my finger up its butt.
Is he about to lick a porcupine? What is he doing?
Wow, dude, the balls, dude, just to grab a fucking big old lizard
All right,
like
what
that.
the fuck?
Alright,
Okay.
alright. This is, great content for YouTube.
Yeah, well, hey, Sim, can't you show the thing on screen, or will he like strike you?
No, I'm not gonna take the chance. Even though I probably would get away with it, but
Because I see people doing that all the time, like during podcasts,
Fuck it,
they'll
then,
show
we're
footage
doing
of
it.
something, and then we can react to it. Oh, wait.
although,
Yeah,
I'm
how's that
fairly,
work? Yeah, show it.
although I'm fairly
Here we go.
certain that
Is that a caiman?
Can you play the audio? Can you play the audio so we can all hear it?
well, no, because I would be streaming over the audio as well, so it would loop through.
Wait, I don't understand that. What do you mean?
I don't have it set up to where it would play one over the other, and I don't want to
Look
fuck
at this shit.
around
That
with it
motherfucker
right
caught a snake like in the water with the snake. Fuck that noise.
Yeah. All right, let's get off screen. We don't want any strikes. Get that shit off.
now.
There you go.
I probably already got enough. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot lately. Actually, I got 4 recently.
That's copyright infringement, not strikes.
Or I mean, no, that's what I meant.
If you
to
had
say,
3
sorry.
strikes, your channel will be removed.
No, not strikes. But yeah, you're right.
Every 6
copyrights.
months, one gets
It's
removed.
surprising. Like I'm just like,
Okay.
how did those get pinged?
Well, it's just it's a bot. They're constantly adding stuff to.
Yeah, well, those videos had a good run, about 3 years I think before they got hit. So
No, I'm just saying, it doesn't matter. They're not gonna be like, well, we need our money back. Fuck y'all.
yeah, it's like, well, I mean, those weren't like a moneymaker video anyway. Everything's all KrewCast now.
I've got like 50 of those.
That KrewCast money. Actually, I think I got a few more coming from the movies and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Sim, what's with some episodes on KrewCast on your channel? They don't have any views at all. Like, even though they got like 200 likes or whatever, they don't have any actual views on the video itself.
You gotta link me.
Okay, hang on one
Could
second.
be
So,
just YouTube acting up.
yeah, yeah, true. That might be possible as well. But if you go to most and now, yeah, no, here, go to KrewCast 56. It doesn't show any views. KrewCast 62, KrewCast 63. Hang on, I'll screen share. 1 second. Screen share, entire screen. Here, look, see? Can you see my screen? Right here. Right there, KrewCast 56. Doesn't show views at all. Is that an option that you can have?
No, it doesn't.
See? KrewCast 63, KrewCast 62. No views on any of them. And I don't know whether that's an option or not, or what the deal. Actually, no, I'm lying. I have seen that before. I've seen that on podcasts. I think it's an option when you choose to live stream.
Yeah.
You can choose to not have views showing, like overall.
I was gonna say because I'm looking at it right now, and yeah, it seems to be that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems to be the pattern here that I see. Oh man, damn, bro, looking at all these old videos. Oh, I don't want to see all this shit.
What number KrewCast is this? Or you'll just reflash the whole series?
Somebody could say this, right? Where we leave off at for KrewCast. Hold on. Okay, we can do this. I think this is like 100 and
300.
what?
200. It's probably like 200 episodes overall, like for all the different variants of
man.
KrewCast.
We stopped at 109, right? So this would be 115.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this bullshit. Activist punk Scott Walker.
11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, this would be 15.
Yeah.
115, 115, Jordy. That's what this episode would be.
Yeah.
But we're starting over, so this is 6 actually.
Yeah. Listen to this. Activist punk Scott Walker, the guy who's running for president. On one side it says Walker for president, and the other side's a flip of a Koch brothers check signed to him.
Oh.
Ooh.
Any
I'm not aware of this
predictions? Well, I mean, obviously, American politics doesn't really concern anybody else, right? But we're in the middle
Trump's a joke.
of an upcoming election, and a Trump all the way. I'm voting Trump.
You don't vote
Trump's
Trump,
not gonna
dude.
get in.
Voting Trump.
He's not gonna get in. Wait, no, he's not gonna.
Oh, I know you don't vote.
He's got a
Man.
name that resembles a bow.
Donald Trump. You know the only reason he's going is to promote a new TV
to the
show.
American society when a fucking bigot is the number one leader in the Republican Party.
You know,
Like
get at him, Trump.
it is a guy that he's a straight bigot.
They were,
Made motherfucker.
We've got a lot to choose from in the
And
Republican.
he's winning by 30%. He's 30% higher than every other runner in the fucking polls.
But here's the thing, though: the guy who always leads ends up losing anyway. That's a stat. Those are stats, by the way.
well, it's fun now because really, right now the numbers don't matter. You know, there's only one vote that matters, and that's at the end.
in the end,
Yeah, it's exactly
Hillary
what matters.
Clinton's gonna win. I bet you anything, Hillary Clinton's.
So right now,
gonna win.
people are just enjoying the ride right now, and just kind of like he's doing a good job of staying irrelevant in the light and stuff like that.
Like,
And
nobody's
everyone
taking him as a serious candidate, but like you
No.
couldn't give this man the largest standing army in the not standing army, but the largest military power in the world.
Yeah.
Like just imagine Donald Trump ran our military. We'd just be fighting Mexico in like a month.
But he is doing a good job though.
The more Richie in the podcast.
Like we need more land development.
Dude, if we got him on this, we think we can do that. Is that?
If you have some money, you'll write the check.
Like Donald Trump, man, this is how
problem.
this will go viral overnight. You get on this show.
I got you. Next week, on next week's episode, I will have a camera on and we'll have Donald Trump, okay, for KrewCast episode. I forgot. But yeah, we'll have Donald Trump on the episode. We're going to ask him the hard questions. And, I don't play games. I'm from down under, you know what I'm saying?
You don't give a shit about American
bitches.
politics, so you're going to ask him exactly about why does he hate Latin people so much?
I'm gonna ask more questions about his hair, and how he does it, how he styles that whole thing. I'm
Right.
kind of interested in that. I'd like
Do
to
you
see
hate black
how it
people as
works.
well, Donald Trump?
Does he spray it? Does
Sorry?
he mousse it? Is it a combination of both? Tell me.
Yeah, those are the hard questions. Okay, fuck this politics. I'm in Australia. What the fuck do I care?
It's all about the hair.
Yeah.
All right.
In case I go bald, I want to have hair like that, like a fucking nest.
All right. Say goodbye, everyone, and do the cut, Jay.
All right. All right. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream, and if you did, please like, share, subscribe, and peace.
Very nice.
There we go.